Chancellor Rishi Sunak has unveiled a £30 billion package to help the economy get through the coronavirus outbreak. He is abolishing business rates for many firms, extending sick pay and boosting NHS funding. He warned of a significant but temporary disruption to the UK economy but vowed, "We will get through this together." The Bank of England announced an emergency cut in interest rates just ahead of the budget on Wednesday.
The Governor set out this morning the actions that the bank will take to help UK businesses and households bridge across the likely economic disruption. A 50 basis point reduction to interest rates to support business and consumer confidence and cash flows. The introduction of an SME term funding scheme to help reinforce the transmission of the reduction in bank rate to the real economy. And they have released the counter-cyclical buffer to further support the ability of banks to supply credit. The government's response will use fiscal action to support public services, households and businesses. Together we are taking action that is coordinated, coherent and comprehensive. And let me now set out our three-point plan. First, whatever extra resources our NHS needs to cope with coronavirus, it will get. So whether it's research for a vaccine, recruiting thousands of returning staff, or supporting our brilliant doctors and nurses, whether it's millions of pounds or billions of pounds, whatever it needs, whatever it costs, we stand behind our NHS. Second, during this immediate crisis, if people fall ill or can't work, we must support their finances. We'll make sure that our safety net remains strong enough to fall back on. My right honourable friend, the Prime Minister, has already announced that statutory sick pay will be paid from day 1 rather than day 4. Today, with the assistance of my right honourable friend, the Work and Pensions Secretary, we can go further. Statutory sick pay will also be available for all those who are advised to self-isolate even if they haven't yet presented with symptoms. And rather than having to go to the doctors, you will soon be able to obtain a sick note by contacting 111. But of course, not everyone is eligible for statutory sick pay. There are millions of people working hard who are self-employed or in the gig economy. They will need our help too. So to support them during this period, we will make it quicker and easier to access benefits. Those on contributory employment and support allowance will be able to claim from day 1 instead of day 8. And to make sure that time spent off work due to sickness is reflected in your benefits, I'm also temporarily removing the minimum income floor in universal credit. And I'm relaxing the requirement for anyone to physically attend a job centre. Everything can be done by phone or